But we will end today's stream, I think, with starting Dream Drop Distance. Being that seems to be how I'm ending every franchise every game for Kingdom Hearts. I will do the first area of the next game. And so, talk about the history of Dream Drop. Dream Drop was on. Oh, is this at the? Oh, no, I'm gonna be quiet because this is my favorite opening of the franchise outside of Kingdom Hearts 3. I love it so much. So yeah, this was the that was the orchestral mix of simple and clean. The way that this played back on the 3DS, anyone who hasn't seen it, is the top screen was the CGI cinematics we had, and at the bottom screen there, the entire time, you had Mickey as a oh frick, what is it for? As a conductor, reacting to everything going on, and then you just when he hopped on screen to hit Xehanort, he actually jumps off the bottom screen. It's really cool. As you see, I have been playing on my own. Um, because I needed a refresher for Dream Drop. Because I spent, if I was to be honest, the Kingdom Hearts game I've spent the most amount of time in, besides Kingdom Hearts 2, has been Dream Drop. Or at least this was all pre-3. We're gonna go standard mode. Vibration on. Set subtitles on. But, Dream Drop was an anniversary game for Kingdom Hearts. They were celebrating. It was amazingly done. And I was so excited when this game came out, because this is actually, fun fact, this is actually the first game for a console I bought myself. Because, I was a kid when Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain, and the rest of them came out. So, everything else was it was bought by parents. But Kingdom Hearts 3D, I took my money from when I graduated middle school, took my DS to GameStop, gave them my DS, gave them the money. It was like, give me the fucking 3DS. And I still have it. Dream Drop has this kind of an air of whimsy to it. It's still, I'm not saying it's not serious, but it's like everything kind of feels a little surreal at times, which fits, because where it exists.
Xehanort, you want to fill me in?
I am.
Hey, do you remember now, or... Wait, did you never lose your memory?
That's not my name. I'm not Xehanort.
What?
My name is Ansem.
That was the birth of the Seeker of Darkness.
But how far could a raft take us?
Who knows? If we have to, we'll think of something else.
Riku, a storm's coming.
I know. The waves are getting steep.
Furl the sail. Right. Riku!
I'm fine. What's that?
Oh! What are you doing here?
He was right. Those wretched guppies are here. Well, it's about time we settled the score.
Ursula! But how... Is this the test?
Come on! You work it out later!
All right!
Sorry, dearies, but I will fall for that trick.
So yeah, as you see, this is not what happened in the original. This is a concept only in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance called Mementos. I'm going to play any of the Mementos that are cutscenes, because they do explain certain events that are going on. We are skipping the tutorial, because it's pretty much the same combat we had in Birth by Sleep. Command deck and melee combat. There are some new gimmicks in Dream Drop, one of which is very famous to everyone. And our first foe is a Phantom Ursula. Riku! Though I will say, the thing that's throwing me off is the fact that the deck goes down now instead of up.
There, I have you now.
Riku?
Freeze! Fine! Yeah! Hey! Ha! Hey!
Uh-oh.
This world has been connected.
As a Keyblade Master, Xehanort had a gift like few others. But such great minds are often plagued by a single great question. What is the essence of the human heart that weakens us or empowers us? The answer, he believed, would be found in the Keyblade War. What if challenges of our power were in fact a map of light and darkness that battles within us all? Xehanort had to know, so he renounced his duties as master and chose the Seeker's life. Since then, in many a guise, he has clashed with protectors of the light, Keyblade wielders like yourselves. And mark my words, he will trouble us yet again. We must be ready. Which is why you, Sora and Riku, are to be tested for the mark of a true Keyblade Master. No doubt you fancy yourselves masters already, but it takes years of training. Only a true master can teach you the proper way. Both of you are self-taught Keyblade wielders, an impressive feat. However, the time has come for you to let go of preconceived notions, forget what you know of the Keyblade, and begin your training again with a clean slate.
Huh? But it's a formality, right? I already proved myself. Me and the King and Riku, we can take on anything. Right, Riku?
I don't know. I think that in my heart, darkness still has hold. Walking that path changed me. I'm not sure if I'm ready to wield a Keyblade. Maybe I do need to be tested.
Riku. Then count me in. Put me through the test. Just watch. Me and Riku will pass with flying colors.
Very well then. Sora and Riku, let your examination begin.
So this is their test. And it's very unorthodox, mostly because Sora and Riku have a very unorthodox training. Hello to the dive system. So, weird. So instead of traveling between worlds with a gummy ship, you are diving into worlds. You gotta do. You're falling at high speed. You gotta pass through the gold ring. There's some little gimmicks in each one. That's bosses. We'll get into that later. You can dodge, reduce speed, and there's magic you can pick up. What we want to do is move as quickly as possible. Pretty much never use aerial brake unless you have to.
Here we go. Here we go.
But also don't use diving strike if it's gonna get you hurt. Let's see that. And that was a bad point to use it. Okay. Ow. That's a trap. Mega flare. If the gate is not open, it'll just restart you from the top of the course. You get ranks, silver, gold, and bronze. Try to get gold diver on everyone because you get awards. In particular, spark dive is a really good ability to have early. But there are other types of mini games and challenges we're gonna have to do, and there is an award for getting gold on everything.
Huh? This is Traverse Town. Hey, what's with my clothes? Must be more of Master Yen Sid's magic.
Welcome back to Traverse Town.
What happened to Riku? Riku! Hello? Riku!
Shut it.
Huh?
Talk about noise.
Ah!
Sora, right?
Yeah, but, how do you know that?
Looks like you're not a player.
A player?
Come on, keep up. In the game. Players get marked with the time limit. And this game, I can't afford to lose. I need my game partner.
Okay. I don't know about any game, but can I help?
What? Time out. Do you trust every total stranger you meet? Look, sorry, you're no good. You're not a player. And my pack's with someone else.
Okay, so we can't be partners. Why don't I just help you out as your friend?
Now we're friends? It's not that easy.
Not saying it is, but you could make it easier.
Yeah, sounds great. Whatever.
Cool. Lead the way. Whoa.
This is our introduction to another Square Enix franchise of the world of Kingdom Hearts. The World Ends With You. The World Ends With You is I guess I would say it's a cult game. Well, it's a cult classic because it didn't really make big news when it first came out. At least I didn't hear a lot of people talking about it when it first came out. But it is a good game. I can't access my command yet. So, as you can see, we are back in the first district, but there are some changes. We'll get into those later. But it also mentioned flow motion. Flow motion is a movement system introduced in Dream Drop Distance. And it's broken to shit! Oh my god, I love how broken it is. Yeah. And the reason why flow motion is so broken in this game is because there's no limit on flow motion.
Right.
If you... Oh, hello. I called for a 2E expert because we beat Birth by Sleep today, so I figured we do the first world.
You've
What?
dropped into the dream.
We've dropped into the we haven't had the cutscene explaining the sleeping worlds yet,
Right.
but we have met our character from Tui, but he hasn't introduced himself. We just got in, so I'm going for flow motion.
Yeah.
And how it was
Sounds
broken
fun.
as shit.
Oh, it's. I like the bouncing that they did for
3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, you need it to explain. As you can see, as I'm bouncing around like a goddamn maniac at the top of the world. In Kingdom Hearts 3, the way it works is you need to jump off a wall. You need multiple copies of the super jump ability.
Mhm.
But
You just need the super jump ability in this game.
yeah, it's entirely broken. Its combat isn't really useful, if I'm gonna be honest.
It's more just broken in the sense that
Movement.
you don't really need pretty much any of the movement abilities.
I still pick up Glide. I like Glide.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
The movement abilities are still useful for when you don't
I
have
didn't catch your name.
easy
Surfaces.
access to the flow motion, but otherwise
That's a weird name.
it's not entirely useful.
Yeah. Also, the other concept new to this game is reality shifts. Every world has a unique reality shift,
Mm-hmm.
emphasizing the fact that it's a dream. Also, I was actually just during Birth by Sleep. I don't hate the unversed,
Don't let him surround us.
but the entire time I'm playing unversed, you keep seeing their parallels in Heartless.
It's Neko.
Yeah, they're just reskinned Heartless.
Dream Eaters, well, yeah, they're not the most intimidating things.
Neku,
They're so unique.
Yeah, when compared
That's a
to
mouthful.
the
And,
Unversed.
well, and also compared to the Nobodies
Come on,
and the
Neku.
Heartless.
Let's take 'em.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of animals. However, I will point out that even some of the Dream Eaters share aspects of other enemies from the series.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna happen no matter what because you have same designers. Also, when there's
Even same movesets.
yeah, but I'll be honest, this little guinea pig looking one's my favorite.
You mean the
I know
the
it's a cat. It is a guinea pig. I'm sorry.
Cat dog.
It looks like a guinea pig,
It is a cat dog.
but it looks like a guinea pig. It's just a loaf.
Cats are loafs. Dogs are loafs.
The guinea pigs are cuter loaves. You search your heart. You know it to be true.
Nah. I like Teddy more than Guinea Pig.
Eh. Yeah, the gameplay wise, it's kind of the same as what we were getting in Birth by Sleep. Command decks, all that. It's just there's a little bit more of an emphasis on. I'll be honest, it does feel like flow motion was kind of tacked on last minute,
These things with you, they're Dream Eaters
Mhm.
too.
but it's not like it only
I'm gonna
breaks.
survive
We
the
joke
game.
about breaking certain
I'm gonna
worlds.
need
It
some
only
extra
breaks. If we're gonna be honest, a
Think you can
handful.
Control them?
Yeah.
In particular, Notre Dame
I
and
guess.
the Fantasia world.
I'd say it makes getting around Notre Dame better.
I think it's in particular when you're in playing a Sora in the caves. That's
If
where it's
we are
kind of
ever
broken.
to strike down
And that's where it
Xehanort,
kind of
we
doesn't
need
make
the
sense.
individuals
Yeah, 'cause
King
it breaks
Mickey
some of the
spoke of
world.
in his letter.
You're
We
supposed to
must
use the
lead
reality
them out
shift.
of sorrow and slumber
Yeah.
and back to our world.
Though I'd say the
To do
reality
so,
shift is a
Seven
bit better than
sleeping
just
keyholes
bouncing around
must
off
be
walls.
found and
True.
unlocked, and a great power retrieved. As you know, every world is walled off from the next, preventing travel between them. In the
I think the
past,
White Mage
you
quest
could bridge
line
these
for
gaps
Stormblood
because
is
the walls were broken,
basically just Tangled.
because you could open special lanes with your keyboard.
There's this little girl who's got
But your new goal,
a lot of
the
magic
sleeping
potential, and she
keyholes,
lives alone with her
are
mother in the
harder
woods.
to reach.
Okay.
You'll recall
That
your
already
first
is
Blood for
you
the
brought
blood,
many
Lotus.
worlds back
a
from
very,
darkness.
very similar setup.
Some never returned completely. They still sleep, cut off from all outside channels. Not even the Heartless can enter.
And Blood Lotus doesn't come
Worlds
until
are
next
said to have their own manner of darkness.
until I
They are
get into
called
level 80,
Dream
level
Eaters.
70 to 80
And there are two
territory.
kinds. Nightmares, which devour happy dreams.
But right now, I'm
And benevolent
about to hit
spirits,
level 68
which
in Warrior.
consume the nightmares. The Dream Eaters will guide you. Just as the Heartless once guided you.
Yeah,
To the keyhole you seek at the heart of each world.
So yeah, as Master Yin said here, just explained, there are two types of Dream Eaters: Nightmare and dream, and your spirits. Spirits are your happy dreams. Nightmares are what devour them all. I do like the parallel. I actually do really like that idea.
I do like that there are good Dream Eaters
I actually do like the fact that the
rather
parallel.
than all of them
Yeah,
being monsters.
I do like how the spirits are parallel to the Dream Eater. I mean, to the Dream Eaters exactly. Like the nightmares and the spirits are one and the same, like
Yeah.
types, because for one person's dream, it might be another person's nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do like the symbolism of that. But as Yansa explained, back during our first adventure, many worlds fell. Some of them never returned. These are what are called sleeping worlds. That is the whole premise of Dream Drop Distance. You are traveling between the different sleeping worlds.
As for why Traverse Town's here,
they explain it. Yep. So this is the big thing of this game. If you want your abilities, creating spirits.
some would say that it's a bit of an annoying concept.
I'll be honest, it's not. It could have been so much worse. Let's be honest.
Oh, it could have been the command board all over again.
Fuck the command board! Because at least in this one, there's no limit on my abilities to equip. Fuck the CPU limit. That was like the worst part of Recode. I love the cheat system because of the fact I could turn down my experience and increase the CP gain. I loved that. But oh my god, that was the fucking worst. So
I mean, I didn't mind the CP limit. It really wasn't that big of a deal, especially if you knew how to grind. Hello?
yeah, sorry, I'm just double checking how this works. Because I'm used to doing this with a touch screen.
Mm-hmm.
Poke, 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 poke. I'll be honest, this thing is so cute though, I love it! So as you fight with or bond with the Dream Eaters, you'll get LP, which are link points. And you can use the link points on their ability boards. First one's link critical. We're gonna talk. Actually, oh no, I can only go to link critical right now for the tutorial. Using the spirits, you can unlock a lot of different abilities, different stat boosts, and well, commands. The Meow Wow I recommend keeping with you for a while because it gives you all 3 cure commands.
Mm-hmm. Lets you get all the way up to Kiraga.
And having Kiraga early is really nice.
It's always nice.
Do I forget, is Kiraga full heal in Dream Drop?
I believe it is.
Because it isn't in Birth by Sleep and it throws me off. There's also, as you fight, you're going to pick up items like Vibrant Figments and a bunch of other different dream pieces. You can use these to create Dream Eaters. And the reality shift for Traverse Town is a slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go any further, I want to edit my deck because we gold ranked the what's it called? The dive. So
right.
because I gold ranked it, we have Spark Dive early.
Yes. And I believe Riku gets Drain Dive on his.
No, I believe it's only 1 gold award for each one. I think you're thinking a different world.
No, Riku and Sora have different dives.
We'll find out.
I'm fairly certain of this.
Traverse Town, as you know, instead of having a loading symbol related to Traverse Town, it has that odd symbol. That is a reference to The World Ends With You.
Because
I brought you Sora.
instead of making
We had a
its
bargain.
own world, for
What's
some
the
reason the
matter?
Tui gang are here in Traverse Town. It's explained why, but
I
at the
think it
same
was also
time,
because they couldn't get permit. I mean, they couldn't
No
get a
way.
deal with Square Enix, maybe.
Hey,
Or
that
maybe it's
wasn't the
because
deal.
Shibuya,
You
at
said
the
you
time,
wouldn't
the
hurt
argument
him.
was it was a bit
Don't.
way too out of
They're
place.
too dangerous.
yeah, hang on.
Oh,
What?
Sora, no! No sleeping on the job! So we have black coats running around. And say hello to Riku's dive! I'm gonna skip the magic and instead take that. See here. I remember the trick to getting A rank is pretty much just spam diving strike as much as you can.
Sounds about right.
It's because it gives you a slight speed boost. Nope, there's no separate rewards.
I could have sworn that there was. Because not all of their dives are the same.
Yeah, no, I know the dives are different. I mean the
Traverse Town?
awards are the same.
My clothes have changed. Sora! Where are you? I remember we fell overboard after Ursula attacked, and then I think we opened Keyhole. So, this must be one of
Okay,
the
yeah,
sleeping worlds.
yeah.
My Keyblade
Which means that they both get a spark dive, right?
just sort
No,
of
one spark
Okay.
dive.
popped in my hand when I
Okay.
needed it most. Right.
But that doesn't really matter because
It
commands are
started.
shared.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's your portal? It takes something special.
Who's
to jump
this
between grounds without
arrogant
one.
prick?
Who are you?
My name is Joshua.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
I love the 2E music.
Are we just skipping past
I,
the
I,
part where you tell
I sense
me your
a
name?
disturbance in the douche.
Riku.
Hello there, Riku.
Joshua's
Portals
music is
are
the song
gateways
Calling,
that link
and
up our worlds.
Neku's was the song
Evidently,
Twister.
The world you and I are
Yeah.
standing in right now.
Both are
well,
really good
there are
tracks.
2 copies.
Mm-hmm.
It's been
I like the
sort of
Kingdom
split
mixes
in
that they
half.
do.
Portals are what let folks like us cross between them.
There can be 2 of a world?
The world is as many things as people need it to be. The concept that we all live in the same world, that's just in our heads.
The explanation about
Surely
Traverse
you
Town
knew.
being split in 2 makes
I'll
more
tell you
sense if
what,
you've played
Riku,
2E.
I've got a little errand for you.
Yeah, because it's supposed to
Sorry.
be a reference
I don't
to
trust you.
original 2E,
At
with
least hear me
how
out. I'm looking
the
for a
partners
girl
were kind of
named
on
Laura.
different layers than the
She's the portal.
fighters.
And on the other side,
Yeah.
who knows who we'll find?
To the point that's actually kind of how it's
Maybe even
split
your
at
friend
first.
Sora.
Yeah, that is how it
You know
is.
Sora?
Yeah, and then it's like, oh wait, this is actually a problem.
Now I have your attention.
Yeah, because unlike with 2E, they don't have
Reapers managing.
easy. They don't
Unfortunately,
have
I don't know
they don't
who
have
he
that
is.
continued
If
connection.
he's not in this version of the world,
It's also
I
the fact
can
that they don't
only
have the
assume
Reapers
he's to be
managing
in
the
other
game.
one. Simple.
Hmm.
Okay. You want to find Rhyme? You got it. Let's go.
I did like the idea of the split dimension mechanic in the original 2E, but I find that how they handled it with the later remakes of it was a lot better.
Yeah. So
Just having the partner as an extra instead of attacks.
Yeah. So the one other thing that we're about to get now that we've entered into, well, we've got Riku. Oh no, we don't do it yet. There is one other mechanic we haven't been introduced to yet, and that
Should be
is.
getting introduced to it soon enough.
Yeah, I believe we get introduced to it when I go into the 3rd district.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's after the fight you have in the 3rd district, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Or am I thinking 2nd?
There, also, we unlocked link portals. Link portals are scattered around the world, and they are all different challenges. All, like, take out a certain type of Dream Eater, but there's also, like, little gimmick challenges, like don't use your commands, stuff like that. But, some of them even will let you borrow other Dream Eaters.
And they are based off of Final Fantasy heroes.
There's also special Dream Eater portals. If you clear them all, you get a special Keyblade.
Mm-hmm.
I've never cleared them all.
Joshua, why don't they ever
It's
attack you?
kind of worth it.
They being Dream
I mean,
At times I can find it to be a At times I can find it to be a better weapon than Ultima.
Well, Ultima's a good magic weapon, but the other one you get for being all the secret bosses or rematches of the bosses is even better.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you think I'm a dreamer?
Every human being is a dreamer.
Spoilers for
I had
you.
a friend once who said he never dreamed of anything, but it turned out that his were the most powerful dreams of all. You sort of remind me of him. Why don't we give your dreams shape? In this world, they take form as dream eaters, which can become great allies.
So, yep, Riku is given the Komori Bat recipe. So, the other difference in Dream Eaters is how they behave with Sora and Riku. Sora works with his Dream Eaters, while Riku merges with them.
Sora gets basically limit breaks, while Riku gets command styles.
If you have the right Dream Eaters, you can either use them individually or combine them for different command styles. One of them is the Blade Charge command style, and it is the best. It is honestly just the best command style.
It is still as powerful as it is in Birth by Sleep.
The only, the one you're probably going to be seeing the most is Rising Wing, and I hate it. I honestly hate Rising Wing.
It doesn't fit right for Riku.
No, its appearance fits, it's just its combat style
Once I take
doesn't.
you down, yo, me and Rhymes is going back
That's
where we
more
belong.
what I was going for.
Pete,
Uh,
how many times do we have to go over this?
Though, the fact
You've
that
been
it is a
tricked by
wind-based
that rogue in a
style,
black coat.
What?
considering Riku's supposed to be
I'm
Earth,
telling you, you've made a friend of
Yeah,
our
no.
while Sora is Sky,
Just can it, alright?
it's a nice little touch.
Your
Yeah,
inverse
also,
psychiatry ain't gonna work.
what's with this scrub
Let's
saying?
go, Dream Eaters!
I don't know.
What?
I think I should throw him
Man,
through a
not
wall.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. Do it. You should definitely just yeet him for the nearest wall.
Yeet the beat!
Or he'll do it himself. If he's angry enough, he'll yeet himself.
One status effect you are going to come to hate throughout this entire game. Sleep. Like, sleep is honestly the most terrifying status effect in this game. Am I wrong, Sean?
Yeah, in Dream Drop Distance, it is the worst possible status ailment.
Because Riku and Sora, while they can fall asleep, there's a side effect.
You know what? Forget it. This is stale, yo.
Playing the tough guy 24/7? I'd be worn out too.
Why do
I
we have so
just
many bots popping up
wanna
in
protect
chat?
the one person who matters.
I know the feeling. Why am I suddenly so sleepy?
Here's a flashback again.
Long ago, in the age of fairy tales, the world was filled with light, A gift, many believed, from an unseen power known as Kingdom Hearts. You see, Kingdom Hearts was protected by its counterpart, the Keyblade, so that none could ever lay hands on its mysteries. But in time, the world was overrun by legions who wanted the light all for themselves.
So
and
now
the
that we know
first
about this,
shadows were
we know he's
cast
talking
upon
about the
land.
unions.
These warriors crafted Keyblades in the image of the original Keyblade, and waged a great war over Kingdom Hearts. We call this the Keyblade War. But though the war extinguished all light from the world, the darkness could not reach the brightness inside every child's heart. With that light, the world was remade as we know it today, with countless smaller worlds shining like stars in the sky. As for the real Keyblade, it did not survive the battle. The two elements that created it, one of darkness and one of light, shattered into 20 pieces, 7 of light, 13 of darkness. And as for the source of all light, the one true Kingdom Hearts, it was swallowed by the darkness, never to be seen again. As long as it remains there, even the brightest world will have its dark corners. After all, light begets darkness, and darkness is drawn to light. For this reason, some decided to use the Keyblade, a weapon designed to conquer the light, to defend the light instead. These were the first heroes of the Keyblade.
Okay, I'm going to be stepping out really quick, but he did mention that there were legions seeking the light. If I'm correct, that led to the first Keyblade War. These are the unions, if I remember correctly. They all sought out to collect locks, and eventually it became this whole competition. People started getting greedy.
Where is he?
And then there was an evil Chirity that was going around convincing people to give up their locks,
They're both
give
gone.
up that entirely, give into the darkness, and they became dark
Before I
Keyblade
fell
wielders
asleep,
known as Darklings.
Neku said that he and that creep in the coat had a deal. But what was the deal? Are the two of them in league? That can't be right. We never even found Neku's partner. I guess I should just take a look around.
So, the other thing we're going to be doing between the two characters is dropping. This is how you switch between Riku and Sora. And as we mentioned, the sleep aspect being terrifying, there was a drop gauge. You will eventually be forced to switch between the two characters.
Unless if you just keep injecting caffeine into your veins.
Yeah, that is an option. But if you drop, you will be forced to swap whoever it is. If you drop during a boss fight, the boss will be fully healed. But now, as you see, there's also the drop speed. The gauge will drop at a certain rate. If you certain things will speed it up, specifically certain negative aspects like sleep. And I'm going to, let me see, what are we at? Yeah, I'm going to take a second